What's going on, guys? This is the Crypto Jarhead with another video today. I don't really have any new updates for anybody. Krisos is still working on their support, um, and thus the lending and internal exchange has not opened yet, which I'll be very happy when it does. And I went ahead and I redid and I was playing around with the numbers for Thorn, trying to kind of maximize my profit. But what James Thorne and the Thorne team is doing is already kind of maximizing my profit for my personal level of risk and how long I'm willing to wait before implementing my plan. So I'm probably just going to go ahead and end up staking until the internal exchange opens up and they increase their price. The week before the external exchange opens. So once I see it jump up to between 30 and 50, I'm gonna go ahead and cash out some of my tokens and just lend the rest. And that's gonna be my first real big hit. So whatever that ends up being, I'll be happy with. Um, whether it's a couple $100 a day or $100 a day. Either way, it's gonna be good for me because it's not life changing in and of itself, but it will be life changing for me to actually see the proof in the pudding and being able to withdraw that BTC every day, and and realize that this thing is real. You know, um, with that being said, I do of course realize and understand that there is of course a chance that neither Croesus or Thorn is actually going to open. It's that would be extremely unfortunate, and I would not be very happy. But it is a chance. That is a risk that we take when we get into ICOs. What I do like about the ICOs and lending platforms that have the internal exchange plan on their roadmap is the only real risk that we are taking is that they never make it that far. Whether they fail or whether the entire time they were never even planning on doing it. They just wanted to see how much money they could raise in an ICO or whatever. Um, and that's the real risk. As long as they stay only on the internal exchange, they control the price point. As long as they control the price point, we know what we got in for. Whatever price we got in for, we know what price that they're going to open at. So it's kind of known levels here. And if the profit's not enough for you, if you're looking at getting in around $1 and they're gonna open at 5, and that's not enough for you, then you don't have to go in. It's that simple. The only real risk that we take is that they never get to the point where we can pull our money back out. And I kind of like that. I'm willing to risk a little bit of money for that. Um, so with that, I don't have any new numbers, but I have been looking around YouTube today. I had the day off, and I spent a lot of time doing daddy stuff. I'm on daddy duty today, but I was kind of looking around YouTube, and I see all these guys. BitConnect. I lost my life savings. You know, um, class action lawsuit against BitConnect. You know, uh, just all kinds of stuff, right? How to lose your life savings with cryptocurrency. Those who lost everything on BitConnect, which I actually haven't watched this particular video here by Crypto Rebel, but it kind of looks like he's not complaining about it. Um, and to these guys that lost a whole bunch of money on BitConnect, I really do feel bad for you. I really, that sucks that it happens. And my only advice now would be, you have an opportunity right now to find out something about yourself. Uh, until you get punched in the face, you don't know how you're going to react to getting punched in the face. And BitConnect just punched you in your face and knocked you down. So the way I see it, you really have one of two options. You can fold and give up the crypto game, or at least give up the ICO lending game. There are other ways to make money in cryptocurrency, but maybe this isn't the game for you. You know, or you can learn from your mistakes and you can find a smarter way to do things. Um, for example, not putting your entire life savings into a single platform that's already been around for a while. That is guaranteed to bite you in the ass. And I feel bad for you. I feel really sorry for you. But these things happen, and you have to be a lot smarter with your money, or it's easily going to be taken away from you again and again. Uh, but I did want to say something about these class action lawsuits. I just saw that stupid thing. Um, anyway, all these class action lawsuits are popping up. People trying to contact lawyers and bring lawsuits and stuff. I gotta ask, like, what are you really expecting to happen? I mean, this is cryptocurrency. Anonymity is the name of the game. And I know a lot of these websites put up pictures and posted names of their developers. But, let me just throw a hypothetical at you. If I was planning on making an ICO and I was planning on scamming out on a lot of people, do you think for a single second I would ever use my real name or picture when I could go to any random name generator site in the world? Just go Google random name generator. Click generate. There's a name. Go to Google. Go to Facebook and find a face. That website is literally a website full of faces that you can steal. You can download them and use them for whatever you want, for any reason you want. Same with LinkedIn. Any of these websites where you have a profile picture. It can be done. And if these people were planning to scam, I can guarantee that they thought a little further ahead than just taking your money. So even if you could get a lawyer to agree to all this, and even if you could get a federal judge to agree that you have a case and to hear it, do you really think you're going to find these guys? Probably the best luck that you're going to have is finding these promoters, Trevon James, Crypto Nick, whoever it was. The big promoters, these are probably the guys that you're going to find and you're going to sue, ultimately. When these guys may or may not have had anything to do with it. They got paid to promote a product. Okay, that is a legitimate business. That's how a lot of people make their money. At the end of the day, that's what these guys are doing. They're promoting a business. The business either pays them directly or they get referral tokens, which generate a lot of income for them, and they get paid that way. There's nothing wrong with that. That's how a lot of people make money, and if you got in early enough, you could have made money too. In my opinion, these class action lawsuits, oh, don't mind all the Fallout stuff. I'm also a nerd. I love my video games and my funny stuff too. So it's, my feed is not all crypto all the time. But ultimately, all these class action lawsuits are really going to do is they're going to bring more demand from the U.S. government to regulate cryptocurrency. And that is, that's going to kill it for everybody. That's going to put the exact same systems into place that are currently in place on Wall Street. Wall Street is rigged against the little guy. That sucks. I hate that. I tried day trading myself. I got slaughtered because the system is not designed for guys like you and me to win. Okay, it is that simple. And if the U.S. government gets involved and starts regulating, it's the exact same way crypto is going to be. You're not just killing BitConnect, you're killing BTC, you're killing Ethereum, you're killing, any coin you can think of, you're killing it. So with that being said, some people lost 30,000, some people lost 500,000. I saw one video where some guy, the title of the video was that he lost 2.5 million. Like, that is insane. But he never showed any proof. It was just him screwing around on a WordPad. So that really sucks. If you lost 2.5 million, I don't even know what to say to that. That's mind-boggling. But the point is that there are ways that you can make all of that back if you just learn to accept and embrace the scholarship, the education that you got when you lost that money in the first place. If that's what you want to do, and if it's not what you want to do, you made that money one way or another in the first place. Otherwise, you wouldn't have had that money. So go out and do it again. If it was your 401k that you pulled out to get into crypto, I don't know what to tell you. that that was probably not a smart idea. But you should be able to continue working and continue contributing, and hopefully you're making more money now than you were when you first started your 401k, and perhaps you can increase your contributions to kind of try and build some of that up. Um, but these class action lawsuits are not the way to do it, guys. Even if somehow you track down the guy, the mastermind behind BitConnect, and you can prove without, for a fact it was him, and you can convince a jury that this guy scammed on you and didn't just have his business fail, which is going to be his defense if this happens, and a judge does award money, here's what's going to happen. Anywhere from 30 to 60% of that is immediately going to go to the lawyers, not you guys, to the lawyers. And then everything else is going to get divided amongst the thousands of people that are involved in this class action lawsuit. And then this guy is going to claim that he does not have the funds to pay everybody. So you're going to get back pennies on the dollar, which I'll agree is better than nothing. But in the meantime, everything else that you brought down on crypto, would prevent you from ever getting that back in crypto. And it can be done. It can be done, guys. There are a lot of people who have made a lot of money in crypto, legitimately. Not just from referral tokens and stuff, but people who have, analyzed the markets and held the correct things, or maybe they got lucky, they just bought 100 of each coin as they came out for a penny, and a few years later, those 100 coins are worth $40,000 or whatever the value is, and they sell at that point, and they just keep doing this, There are ways to do it, and just like on Wall Street, you're going to take losses, but you can also make a lot of money. You just have to be smart about what you're doing. Diversify. Don't put everything into one basket. Don't do that. Don't ever do that. So that's all I've got to say, really. And again, for everyone that lost money on BitConnect, I really do feel sorry for you, and I wish that it had not happened the way that it had to happen. But use this learning opportunity. Like I said, either learn and accept the fact that maybe this is not the thing for you to do, or learn and accept the fact that you need to go about this smarter. You never want to go into a platform that's been around for 2 years. Every single one of these platforms has an expiration date. I don't care how good they are. BitConnect lasted for, 2 years? It lasted a long time. That's an eternity in crypto. That was going to end. It was always going to end. There's these platforms that are paying out such crazy things. Whether they're Ponzi schemes or not, it's just not sustainable. And one day, the board members were like, hey, we're running out of money. We have to fold. We have to shut this thing down. And so that's what happened. Now BitConnect X, who knows what the hell's in store for that? I wouldn't touch it. The only way I would touch it is I've heard that they're offering 3 BitConnect X tokens for every BCC. They're just doing a flat exchange. And so that may be a way for you to get some of your cash back from BitConnect. If you've got a whole bunch of BCC, there's really not much other use for them. You may as well hold on to them and see what can happen. I mean, why not? At this point, why not? But if you're not in BCC, I would never touch BitConnect X. But to each their own. What you do with your money is your choice. Just as what I choose to do with my money is my choice. And when, the day is going to come where one of these platforms does not work for me, and you're not going to see a video from me crying about it. And take that hit on the chin, learn the lesson that life has just taught me, and move forward. Adjust accordingly. That's all I've got for today. Stay hungry, go make that money, and happy hunting.